Channel 12 Sports presents coverage of high school boys soccer. Tonight, a Northwest Suburban Conference matchup between the Totino-Grace Eagles and the Osseo Orioles. From John Hansen Field at Carlton Field, it's John Jacobson along with Sig Ligry for tonight's telecast. Sig, Osseo coming in just 1-4-2 on the season. Totino-Grace off to a good start. They are 4-2 coming into play tonight.
Well, different records, obviously, but if you talk to Osseo, they feel very comfortable with their team. They lost some tough games. They've had a lot of injuries, but they're very, very confident in their team. Over on Totino-Grace, they've had a pretty good start for this season. They lost a couple of games, but the last 3 games have been very impressive. So they've been playing good, and they feel very, very, very comfortable, and they got some good players.
Both teams lost a good group of seniors from last year, so it's learning to adjust with a new group of varsity players this year. Osseo also dealing with some injuries, Sig, so they've been set back a little bit by that. Not only less experienced than a year ago, the last few years, but now some players out.
Exactly. So what they're doing is they're reshuffling positions. Players are playing in positions that they may not be used to and being pulled into different roles and different responsibilities. So they're trying to vet that out so they can see where the team really looks like.
Grace coming off 3 quality wins, too. They're now 4-2 on the season.
Absolutely. They played some really good teams. They were Blaine and Maple Grove. They have some good competitions there. As we were saying, they have individual skilled people with some very good talent.
Let's look at our key players tonight, starting with the Eagles. Herbert Andele is a sophomore, and he's been outstanding. Bill Vance said other teams are really taking notice of the skills this young man has.
Absolutely. He's got 5 goals in the 6 games. Obviously, the other teams have to know he's there. What they'll do is they'll try and double up on him, or as soon as he gets the ball, they try to crowd him off. But has a lot of speed. He's very smart, and he's learning as he goes.
For Osseo, another young forward and midfielder, Prince Mazakwe, a guy to watch for in orange and black.
Number 5, Prince has 3 goals, no assists, but same thing. He's a sophomore, young midfielder and a forward. Has great speed. He really knows where to move the ball.
We're about midway through the season, Sig, so some crucial games coming up here for both of these teams as they try to get ready for section playoffs, which are only, like, what, 3 weeks away now?
Yeah, so it's getting critical now that you win as many games as you can, especially in your conference, so you can get good seedings when it comes to the sections.
We'll take a break, come back with the start of this match. Totino-Grace Osseo boys soccer from Osseo High School, and we're back after this timeout.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
From Osseo, John Hanson Stadium at Carlton Field. John Jacobson, Sig Lagry, about ready to get set and go with Totino-Grace and Osseo and boys soccer tonight. The Orioles in the home white with the black numbers. Totino-Grace in navy and gold tonight. Last meeting between these teams just about a year ago. Osseo winning at Totino-Grace by a score of 2-1. Some different personnel certainly on both sides of the ball, but Totino-Grace, I'm sure those guys remember that game a year ago, but are still on the varsity this year and looking to extend their winning streak to 4. For Osseo, with this adversity, Sig, I think it's a good chance for them, for some of the players who are maybe getting more minutes tonight because of the injuries to some of the other starters or normal starters. It's a great opportunity for them and as a team to see how they respond.
Absolutely, and looking down the road, get those players into positions that they haven't played before, get them some valuable experience, and who knows, you put somebody in as a midfielder or defender, and all of a sudden you find out that that player is more adept to that position than you thought.
Second game to follow at approximately 7 o'clock tonight. They can watch on the web via our live stream link at 12.tv. Totino-Grace and Osseo. Wally Langfeld and Sig Lagry will have the call of that one. We'll take a break and come back and get this one underway. Osseo Totino-Grace boys soccer next on 12 Sports.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
We're about set for the start of the first half. Totino-Grace and Osseo in boys soccer tonight. Beautiful afternoon. A little bit of a wind sig, but perhaps not enough to interfere with gameplay too much tonight. It is blowing from left to right as we look at it here from the press box. Game time temperature 79 degrees here in Osseo.
It's actually very nice down the field. A little bit of a breeze does help to keep the body a little bit cool. As you said, left to right, not a whole lot of issues in terms of the wind speed. They may slow down a couple of high kicks, but that's going to be about it. The only other factor is going to be the sun. It's going to be shining right into the keeper on our left, so that keeper's going to have to keep the sun out of his eyes, and as the sun goes down, that's going to be an issue, especially if it's a high shot on goal. Then that could be very interesting for the keeper.
Starting goalies tonight for Osseo, it's Kyle Getchy there. Where's number 1? Just a freshman for Osseo. And for Totino-Grace, they will start a senior by the name of Daniel Forboard. And he does not have to worry about the sun in the first half.
Nope, but we'll check with him in the second half.
Right.
Players are lining up. Totino-Grace in the dark jerseys, and Osseo's Orioles in the white. Center referee is Ron Walls. AR1 is Jeremy Turner. AR2 is Mark Barakwiak. Here we go. Sorry about that. Can't read my own writing.
We are about ready to go here. Samuel Smith is number 15 for Totino-Grace. And he'll get us started, and we are underway. Back it goes. Colin Matzel playing it across midfield. Smith gets a hold of it for Totino-Grace. Lost it. And it'll go back off of him. Played by Osseo. Back up toward midfield. Pass Prince Mazakwe. Now he got it back. He'll chip it ahead right side. Too far for Frederick Stevens. We'll get our first throw in. It'll be for Totino-Grace.
Both teams playing a 4-4-2 formation and liable to change depending on how the play of the game goes.
Stevens trying to gain control of the ball for Osseo. Back out to midfield and controlled by the Orioles. Ben Morales, one of the captains, number 17, played it ahead for Stevens. Trying to thread it through on the left side. That's broken up and sent back by the Eagles across midfield. Out of play. Now we'll get a throw in for Osseo. Everin Jan, senior defender. We'll get it in play. And one senior on this, one of two seniors, I should say, on this Osseo roster that's in uniform tonight.
Well, when you graduate 11 seniors, takes a big hit on your program. So
all the way back, excuse me, Sig, as it came to 4 board.
I was going to say, the bad news is you lost 12 or 11 seniors. The good news is you gained a lot of young talent.
Along the sideline, Cade McSherry. Mazakoi got it away from him. It's out of play, though, off of Osseo, and he'll throw in for the Eagles. McSherry, senior midfielder, will get the quick toss in to Parker Yeager. He's a sophomore, lost it. And taken back by Osseo. Mazakoi playing it off for Farouk Soli. Soli lost it to Matsol. And Totino-Grace getting it back. Down the right side, too far ahead. On that end, and Osseo got the throw in. They will get another one here, headed out of bounds. Look at Bill Vance, 15th year now as head coach. Had some great success with this Eagles program throughout the years. Has a son that's playing on the team this year. Liam is a freshman. Throw in here for Totino-Grace. Their deepest penetration here in the opening minutes of play. Michael Pettijohn put it in play on the throw in. Didn't get it quite far enough for his teammate, and Osseo sent it out toward midfield. And Stevens will throw it back into play here for Osseo. Back over to Totino-Grace. Up in the air and kicked out of play. There on your left is Paul Stewart. To his left, on your right, Patrick Hager, who just got up. Paul's the head coach, but kind of splitting coaching duties this year. And Patrick Stewart telling us that the plan is, anyway, probably for Patrick Hager to take over this program. Paul had a son who was a goaltender in this program, but he's now on playing college and moving to Florida later this fall, just in time before the snow flies here, apparently.
Yeah, tough duty, right?
Grace back with control, but neither team has really established much here in the opening 4 minutes of play. Out comes Estebai. Carries it deep, gets a shot on net, and Getchy making the save. Herbert Underlay, rather the sophomore with the shot. And Getchy with a strong boot across midfield.
Nice high kick.
Long chip across midfield. Solomon Bada got it back for Osseo. Look at that last chance a moment ago. Underlay taking the pass from Jacob Beltman. And Getchy there for the stop.
Tried to get an angle and couldn't quite get past. I guess he was watching it all the way and scooped it up with no danger.
Off the foul by Osseo, Peter McHugh put it back in play for Totino-Grace. Now it's John O'Day trying to advance it, and does, to Matsol. Deep on the right side and on net, and Getchy another stop. Getchy with a couple of saves here in the last minute. And another strong kick for him, although this time past all of his teammates, and it'll go out of bounds, and a throw in for Totino-Grace.
He's got that wind to his back, so he's getting additional yardage from it. But even with the wind, he's got a pretty good leg.
O'Day with the throw in here for the Eagles. Header by Pettijohn, and then off to Osseo. Orioles trying to generate a scoring chance here. Play broken up and sent back up the right side. Underlay taking the pass from McSherry. Still with it out across midfield. Andale gets past another defender, goes down.
He got tripped.
And a whistle and another foul on Osseo.
You see the ball moving right here, and then he's just flicks the leg and then catches his other leg. Get down he goes. So Totino-Grace now with an opportunity.
Matzel's shot blocked out high. Right side chased down by Soli of Osseo. Back up to midfield. Stopped briefly, but then a takeaway by Osseo by Massaquoi. Massaquoi trying to carry the ball along with him. Down deep left side. Stops, chips it back up to the middle. But behind his teammates and out of play as it goes across the touchline. We'll get a throw in for Totino.
And that's one of the things we talked about before the game started with the younger players and switching around positions, learning how to pass properly. And that's a learning experience.
Now coming toward the middle, trying to get it to Baron Blayshak of Osseo, number 19. Onto the foot of Christian Haro. The Eagles turn that pass away. But battle for it. And now the Eagles get it across midfield. Ball up in the air. Trapped nicely by Morales. Eagles get it back. Lindsay. Look, Lindsay putting it ahead. Chipped ahead by Matzel. Andale trying to race to the ball, but Getchy will get there first.
Well, it's pretty clear what the strategy is for Totino-Grace. Find number 5 and get the ball to him.
Right.
Which is actually a pretty good strategy. Especially if the other, if Osseo starts to double team or triple team him, that's going to open up the lane for somebody else.
Massaquoi missed in the long pass ahead. Up in the air, he'll put it back up toward midfield. Header then by Haro. Eagles regain control. It's McSherry. Short pass to Lindsay. Lindsay, nice little move there, but then lost the ball. Massaquoi chipping it back toward the middle. Whistle and the foul against Stevens as Yeager went down. Off the free kick. Andale racing downfield. Along with Suleiman.
Throw in, Eagles.
It'll be a throw in for the Eagles. That one went off of Suleiman Bata. Eagles play it back to the middle of the field. Now more toward midfield. The Yeager. The McSherry ahead. Andale, and they're offside. He tried to hold himself up a little bit, but the Orioles had pulled their defense up and Andale offside.
So far, it looks to me like Osseo's doing a pretty good job attacking the ball and going after the Totino-Grace ball possessor. Short kick. No, trying to figure out where they want to play it. Totino-Grace picks it off.
Bata's pass was intercepted by Lindsay. And a good takeaway. The Orioles get it. Massaquoi trying to put it ahead for Stevens. And it's bumped back to foreboard. We'll get the goal kick here for Totino-Grace. Osseo defenders controlling it. Morales getting it to Jan. Out of play here, though. They give up control. The ball goes out, and Totino gets the quick throw in. Matzel trying to put it toward the front of the net. That gets blocked. That gives Osseo possession. Here come the Orioles now. That's intended for Massaquoi. Broken up back to the middle of the field. Onto the foot of Harrell. Boot here and just wide of the net. Wide of foreboard and the goal. Brandon Gonzalez, I believe that was number 11, getting that foot on that ball.
Pretty good attempt, and it ends up being a corner kick.
Osseo corner kick.
So first corner of the night. Massaquoi will put it in to play here from the corner.
Don't push.
It's too far, and this will go out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Totino.
Goal kick.
It's a good opportunity there for the Orioles, as that one goes way over or way past the far post. You want to take advantage of those set plays because you don't get that many of them.
Eagles put it back into play. McHugh got it to O'Day up across midfield. Trying to squeeze through was Liam Vance for Totino, but couldn't get past the Orioles defender. And we'll have a throw-in coming for Totino here. Got a play, and it's over to Osseo. Eagles, Vance with a nice little move, trying to play it through ahead to Beltman. Orioles got it and send it back the other way. Yeager's going to chase this one down. Right after him was Blayshock. Eagles keep control. Up to Andale now. And then offside is Vance.
Free kick, Osseo.
Totino-Grace still trying to set that ball up the near side. Just got to get that timing down so they don't go get nailed for offside.
Morales the kick away. Quickly back to Totino-Grace. Lindsay.
And offside again.
Free kick for the Orioles.
I'm going to watch them next time. I don't think they're setting up an offensive, a defensive trap. I think they're just, timing isn't quite there.
Ball comes down off the header, came to Sully, still with the number 9 in white, trying to spread it through for Stevens, and comes all the way through to the keeper foreboard.
See, that time forward did a great job of telling his defense that he had it. And you got to remember that that goalkeeper does more than just protect the goal. He's also the defensive quarterback. Yeah, Totino-Grace now has an opportunity.
Vance trying to put a ball through, does, and it rolls slowly to get you, makes the stop on it. Just want to roll to the sideline in front of the Grace bench. Last touched by Grace. Get an Osseo throw in. Al Mamadou, sophomore forward in for the Orioles now. Free kick for Osseo.
First foul for the Eagles.
Morales got it deep, but nobody there could play it for his team, and it's all the way to foreboard again.
And he distributes out to the near side.
battle for the ball. Matzel and Sully. Now comes to Andale near midfield. Taken away from him, Mazakoi, and then got it back to Bada. Out of play here by Osseo. Throw in for Grace. McSherry to Yeager. Mazakoi coming up on him, gets a takeaway. And then taken right back by Patrick Yeager. Yeager trying to feed it ahead, but Bada broke that up.
And again, and they're trying to wonder what he has to do.
Another offside. Brian Medina Silva. And that free kick comes to Vance. Vance trying to chip it ahead.
Offside.
Offside on the Eagles.
Is that 5?
No, at least.
Has to be at least 5.
Yeah, no, I think it's 5. I think that's right.
Yeah, one of Vance and the rest were on Andale. Oh, there are no ball retriever people out on the field, so the players have to go retrieve the ball when it goes off the field. Slows down the action a bit.
Throw in for Totino-Grace. Head across midfield, comes all the way back to forward. That one gets stopped.
Offside.
Nearing the midway point of the first half, no score. Really nothing too much you'd call it a good scoring chance. Andale fairly early had a shot on goal that Getchy had to dive out for, but a terribly difficult save. And Osseo's really had nothing yet against forward.
No, looking over at the stat sheet, he's got Osseo has 1 shot, and it was so weak that it wasn't even considered a shot on goal. More of a tap.
Also an Eagles player. Slow to get off. That is Jacob Beltman. Looks like he'll stay on the match though.
Osseo with the free kick, but it's way out, just about 10 yards short of the midfield. Low screamer.
Toward the sideline, it's Mazakoi. Back across to the left. Gonzalez. Not a play. Throw in for Grace.
Referee Ball's instructing him to move back about 5 or 6 yards. And we got substitutes coming in.
Number 3, Darius Henderson. Number 16.
Good look at number 11. That's Brandon Gonzalez, the midfielder for the Orioles.
Eagles push it up to midfield. And then it'll roll all the way back to Getchy. On kick goes cross midfield off the foot of O'Day. Back up to midfield. Neil Dung. Osseo recontrolled. They trying to get it ahead for Sully. Chipped ahead right side. Gonzalez there for Osseo. Back for Grace is McSherry. Gonzalez unable to keep it in play.
Goal kick, Eagles.
Goal kick for Totino-Grace.
Hugh taking it.
Osseo coming back, trying to gain control here deep in the Grace defensive zone, but can't.
But they had a chance to set something up there, but Totino-Grace came back very quickly, stayed in their formation, but still managed to bother the forwards.
Gonzalez off to the left. That one deflected by Grace. Eagles play it out to midfield. Vance and Gonzalez both after it. It's off of Osseo and throw in for Totino-Grace.
Wow.
Another throw in.
It's interesting they decided to kick that out of bounds, forcing the turnover.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 15, Samuel Smith.
Smith back in for Grace as McSherry puts the ball in.
Throw in, Eagles.
One bounces over the head of Glung. Comes to Vance in the middle of the field. Nice sliding play to get the ball away for Osseo. And a takeaway. Orioles started back.
Third time the Orioles have done a good job of getting the takeaway on the tackle on defense.
Christian Harrow had that last tackle. We got a throw in here by Osseo. Ball chipped up in the air and goes past forward and out of play. Goal kick, Totino.
Indoor soccer, small field and wall.
Goal kick, Eagles.
Out to midfield. Young's trying to play it ahead for Totino-Grace. Brian Medina Silva was back there. It'll be off of Silva, though, and a throw in here for the Eagles. Back it comes to McSherry. Dung playing it to the middle of the field. Knocked down there. Played back away by the Orioles. By Morales. Whistle against Grace. We got a throw in here for the Osseo Orioles. Here's Gonzalez getting it through, unable to control it or advance it beyond that was Harrell. Grace will send it back across midfield where Morales will get it. This pass upfield was blocked. Orioles though get it back and will come across left side of midfield. Still trying to control. That's Jan down deep. Chipped ahead toward the goal on the right side now. It's Gonzalez who got after it. Gonzalez. The wet pass to Sully. Back out high. Bada. Number 12. Solomon Bada. Herson Morales.
That's going to be
down.
called.
That's going to be a foul on him as Yeager goes down hard.
Yeah, on the ground. On the ground,
Just a little bit of a push on the back.
That was Vance, excuse me, that went down for Totino, but he's all right. He'll stay in the match here after the foul here. Get the free kick put into play by McHugh. Chip it ahead to the middle of the field. Whistle, foul called on Osseo. Matzel trying to get it ahead. Vance offside.
Yeah, you can see Vance upset that time. He knew that he had just outrun it a little bit. Look for the Eagles to make an adjustment on those passing lanes. They had the right idea and they're springing a player down there, but just not coordinated.
Vance trying to get it to Smith.
Throw-in, Eagles.
Broken up, and they'll get a throw-in for the Eagles.
Orioles, number 8, Ethan Quesada, and number 19 for the Eagles, Michael Pettijohn.
McSherry's throw-in. Header by Dung. Smith couldn't get a foot on it. Herson Morales for Osseo across midfield. Ahead for Mamadou. Out of play off Grace. We're going to throw in for Osseo. Jan will get it in play. Work through. There's a chance in deep and chipped wide of the net. Pass forward. Gonzalez, good hustle to get to that ball in the corner. But Grace is able to take it back. It's Vance ahead, and that's broken up by Medina Silva. Comes back to Herson Morales, number 16. Looking to play it through, broken up. Sent back to midfield by McHugh. Long one headed up in the air, diving out, getting his hands on it was foreboard. Out of play, it'll be a throw-in for Osseo.
Smart play by the keeper that time. Watch this ball coming in off the header. Comes out there and just punches it out of the danger area. Not giving the Orioles a chance for a rebound shot.
We'll get another try here.
Throw-in, Osseo.
Chipped off of the Totino-Grace, another throw-in. Long shot here. Passed forward. That was a rocket from ways out. A lot of traffic between there and the ball, there between the goal, and still almost got it on net.
Well, you're right. There was a lot of speed on that one, and it does result in a corner kick.
Forward to get a piece of it. So yes, it is a corner here for Osseo. Header off the corner kick. It's out of play.
And for the Eagles.
9 minutes to play at first half. Totino-Grace and Osseo scoreless.
Neither team able to really get off a quality shot yet. And that's not for lack of trying, but the defenses have been just very stubborn. not yielding much of an opportunity. Here's the far out shot by Osseo. And that goes just past the near post.
Goal kick for the Eagles.
EQ taking it, sends it just about to midfield. Battle for it.
Osseo briefly with control. Ansel trying to get it on delay in the 7th offside in the game here in the first half against the Eagles.
And when we talk about making adjustments at the half, what do you think, John?
Work on that offside. You're not getting offside if you're Totino-Grace.
Staying onside.
Yeah. Osseo throw in. Looks like Suleiman Bada will race down the ball. Bada just a short throw in to Gonzalez. Over his head with the kick. Offside at Osseo. There's McHugh. Out across midfield, out of play, off of Osseo.
Throw in, Eagles.
Smith with the header. Chipped high across midfield. Eagles lose it, and then getting it back is McSherry. After deep, Osseo's Medina Silva out of play. Throw in for Grace.
I still need the ball.
Doan got it in play for Smith. Turned away by Osseo. Gonzalez, a long lead pass ahead, a little bit too far. McHugh chasing it down for Grace. Chips it from his corner. No, he's out of play first. So got to throw in deep in Grace territory for Osseo.
Good opportunity here to just throw in. Not quite a set play, but it's pretty close.
And a whistle right off the throw in.
Yep, that was an improper throw, and he threw it right down at the ground. Ball has to be
Eagles throwing
on top of your head when it leaves your possession.
Throw in here, header by Doan. Foul on Totino-Grace. Osseo with a free kick.
Yeah, now we're getting into the area where a set play can be meaningful. About 45 yards out from the goal. Everybody lines up.
Header, and this one going wide and a little bit high. Massaquoi got behind the defenders there, got a head on it. Look at the pass, gets off, went off the Grace defender, McHugh, and then Massaquoi with his header that missed the net. Grace with possession initially. Now Osseo gets it back. Massaquoi chip it back to the middle of the field. Up into the air. Andale will play it off, an Osseo player. And it comes back to the Orioles' Bada. too far ahead here for Morales. But when Totino comes to Andale, turning it. Kicks it to midfield. That's broken up. Our son Morales working to work it ahead. This one up and out of play. That is going to leave the stadium.
It did. It hopped the fence, so they're going to have to go get another ball.
Completely across the little frontage road behind the stadium here on the north end of Carlton Field. Off the Grace goal kick at midfield. Really working hard for it. Doom trying to get free for Grace. I was going to say that one was off of Osseo. And yes, it was. And we'll get the first corner kick of the match for Totino-Grace, and that was due to his hustle. So now Neil Doong will set it up on the corner, the senior.
Corner taken by number 14, Neil Doong.
He's just going to give it on a short pass to Andale and broken up immediately.
Wow, that one, that one went nowhere fast. But I think they managed to salvage a throw-in from that.
Haro was a defender back deep to break that up for the Osseo Orioles. Will get a throw in here for McSherry. Trying to feed it in for Smith. That one's broken up. Headed by Osseo to near midfield. McHugh chipping in the right side. And this will be out of play. Now we'll get another corner. Michael Pettijohn was the forward on that side for Grace. It's off Osseo. Just over a minute to play here in the first half. Another corner kick for the Eagles. See if they play this one short again to Andale like they did the last one. No, they'll go in front.
That hooked a little bit too far to the outside.
And chipped away by Ben Morales. Comes to Gerson Morales. Gerson Morales, deep left side. Stop taken by Massaquoi. And off of Osseo. Totino-Grace throw in. We're down to 20 seconds to play in the half.
Unless you get a miracle shot, I'm not going to get a score here.
2, 1.
And we are scoreless at halftime. Totino-Grace and Osseo. Northwest Suburban Conference Boys Soccer here on 12 Sports. We will take a timeout. We'll come back with more coverage. You're watching high school soccer on Channel 12.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
Want
in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
With Sig Library, I'm John Jacobson. No score, Totino-Grace and Osseo high school boys soccer here tonight. A warm Tuesday afternoon. Well, that's Tuesday of summer, Sig. On top of it, you look at some highlights from the first half. Best scoring chance probably in the half, right there. Herbert Andele with the save made by Kyle Getchie in the opening minutes. But really, that was it for good scoring chances. Getchie did come up with a couple of saves here in the first half. Definitely more active on his end. Daniel Forboard didn't have quite as much action. That one going just wide off of the foot of Brandon Gonzalez. And then the hitter here, and Forboard making a nice play there to keep the ball away from Al Mamadou. As you look at the stats compiled by Willie Markham, the shots 5-3 for Osseo, just 2 shots on goal, both by Totino-Grace, and 2 corners each in this opening 40 minutes.
Well, it's interesting when you look at Osseo came out. That's right, Totino-Grace came out in the first couple of minutes. They got those 2 shots that were on goal. Haven't put a shot on goal since then. Osseo has not been able to get a shot on goal in the entire first half. I think for Totino-Grace, they're going to be talking about staying onside. I was watching it. I didn't see an offside trap being played by Osseo, so it's a matter of being in the right place and timing it correctly. Because, you know, being the 7th game of the year, you would think that they would have that down by now, but that's something they'll be working on. Both teams really pretty stubborn on defense, have been able to keep the other team away from any good quality shots. I don't think, aside from those first 2, there weren't any good quality shots from either side. And that's why it's 0-0.
Coming later this week on 12 Sports, of high school volleyball, a Metro West Conference matchup between Cooper and St. Louis Park. And Friday night, high school football, Park Center is at Armstrong. Our next soccer action will come next Thursday. Wayzata at Hopkins in a boys and girls doubleheader. The Wayzata girls team coming into play tonight against Minnetonka Sig. Unbeaten on the season, number 1 in the state in Class AA. They've allowed 1 goal so far in 9 matches.
That's incredible. But if you look at the history of that Wayzata team, I mean, every year we say the same thing. They always manage to get some, super quality teams. They play extremely well. They're well coached by a coach that I've known for years.
Totino-Grace and Osseo, we're tied up here in our boys soccer match. The girls still to follow here tonight at Carlton Field. We'll take a break and come back with more second half action on the way You're watching high school boys soccer coverage on Channel 12.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
No score, Totino-Grace and Osseo as we get ready for the second half of play. So, Sig, for each team, what do they need to do to get some offense? There's really not a lot going so far.
It's hard to say, but they're still trying to do the short passes when they come up against that defense. I'm thinking they may want to start while they're trying to come down the sideline and then doing a cross, but they're getting too many offsides, so the play just kind of quits right there. Trying to go up the middle has not worked at all for either team. The defenses they're not bending at all. They're just not giving them any kind of opportunity. Or the 50-50, it's just that 50-50 in the midfield and also on defense and offense. They are not getting a long time of possession. You only get 3-4 passes, and then the other team seems to come in there and take it away. So maybe the best thing to do is try, go for the longer shots that you come down on the side, then do a cross. Good look at number 24. That's Daniel Forward, the Eagles keeper.
Kyle Getchie remains in goal for Osseo. Paul Stewart had told us that Ethan Quezada may come in and play keeper in the second half, but in the first half he was suited up in the forward midfield area wearing number 8. So it looks like he's going to keep that position at least to start the second half. There you see him right at midfield.
I think the coach feels that he has enough confidence in the keeper that he has, and he's going to stay with that. Then that gives him a better selection coming up later on this week when they play Maple Grove.
Totino-Grace coming off a 2-1 win against Maple Grove. They will host Andover on Thursday and then be at St. Thomas Academy on Saturday. And for Osseo, as Sig mentioned, hosting Maple Grove here on Thursday. And the next home match after that, next Tuesday, here against Coon Rapids. We are underway now in the second half. Orioles get it across midfield and then headed back by McHugh. Advanced right side by Bada. Broken up by Grace. Bada got it back. Number 12 in white. Grace taking it away from him. Andale trying to get the rush going down the left side. He gets tripped up, and that's a whistle and a foul on Osseo. Matzold chased down the ball, and we'll get it set here on the free kick. Excuse me, that's McHugh, number 13. Endele and Matzold among those in front, trying to get it to Endele. Just missed on the header. Good effort, a good try there by McHugh, and just a little bit over the head of Herbert Endele.
In terms of setup, that was one of the better plays they had than anything in the first half. So maybe they heard us that they will open up a little bit.
Getchy off the goal kick. Header, collision there between Smith and Medina Silva. Whistle against Totino-Grace. Now after free kick, it's advanced ahead to Darius Quiddy, and a little bit too far out in front of Jan. Out of play, and a throw in for Totino-Grace. John O'Day is number 7, gets it back into play. Out of play again, this time it'll go to Osseo. Everin Jan's throw in. Header back by O'Day. Up to midfield. And advanced by Ben Morales across midfield. Right side, Beltman looking to get it ahead. Lindsay has it now, number 10. Stops, surveying the field, trying to get it to Endele. That's broken up by Bada. Comes back to Yeager. Trying to push it back upfield. Morales. Long one put in on net by Lindsay, but right in on Kyle Getchy.
And Getchy had no problem with that one. He sends it pretty far down the field. Good punch.
Massaquoi overran the ball a little bit, taken by Totino-Grace. Matzo got across midfield. Let's only get a free kick here for the Eagles. Long boot ahead. Endele down deep, shuttled there by Bada. Ran into a couple of Osseo players. They got the ball away. Grace getting it back, sending it out front, and just a little bit too far out in front for Smith.
I think number 15, Samuel Smith, I wonder if he plays fullback for the football team. Got good size.
Broken up out of play. Throw in Osseo. Jan taking it back from Darius Quiddy, put it back across midfield, had it out of play by Quezada, and it's a throw in here for Totino. Oh no, it's going to be off. Yeah, it is Totino-Grace. I thought for a moment Osseo was going to have it. Now across midfield by the Eagles. Smith with a quick throw in for Beltman. Ben Morales back defending. Corner kick coming for Totino-Grace.
First corner of the second half.
Taken by
It
number
will be a
9,
kick or it'll be a
Jacob Beltman.
quickie pass. No, it'll be a little kick.
Beltman
Header
sends it in
in.
deep. A shot. Getchy the save.
Oh, wow.
Best scoring chance of the night. Now Beltman putting it in front, and the header goes high and out of play. And Smith mad at himself there. Look at the scoring opportunities again.
Nice header. Equally good save.
And for the Orioles, number 9, Bruce.
Boy, that was nice. Oh. You see Smith upset with himself for not getting that in there, but that was a good set play.
Now back comes Endeley and Grace. Still with it. Hits the side of the net with a shot attempt. Goal kick for Osseo.
Couldn't get past that last defender. Good job by Endeley to get that shot off, get the play off. Oh, that was a mistake.
Smith broke it up. It's Endeley. Chance here for Grace. Endeley creating space for himself, shoots and scores. So a turnover deep by Osseo, and Grace takes advantage, and Endeley with his 6th goal of the season. And we've got a goal on the board, 1-0 Grace.
Boy, you could see that one develop as soon as that kick was made. Right to Endeley, brought it up with Smith in position also. Nice put away shot. Not the sort of thing you want to do. You don't want to give up your defense to a guy like number 5, and there he is. He will burn you.
So 6 minutes and 45 seconds into the second half. We have our first goal tonight. Ball ahead to Smith. He goes down. Endeley almost had another scoring chance, but too far out in front. Melissa, we're going to get a foul back where Smith went down. Have a delayed whistle there, but a foul call here against Osseo.
So Totino-Grace now with a very good set play right here at the 35 yards out. And that's a direct kick.
Kick away, and Getchy.
Nice stop.
Able to make the stop on McHugh. Now across midfield, Getchy goes with the goal kick. Ball up in the air. Header by O'Day. Osseo trying to get it back as Herson Morales battled for it. Orioles work it ahead. Massaquoi stopping. He'll turn and fire, but missed on the short side. Goal kick for Totino-Grace. From midfield ahead, and this will go out of play. 31 minutes to play here in the second half. 1-0 Totino-Grace. Herbert Endeley's goal. The lone marker so far. And Sherry's throw in. Almost immediately turned back by Osseo to midfield. O'Day able to keep control, though, and got it to Lindsay. Good play by John O'Day back deep. Lindsay gets it back after briefly losing it. It's back out to midfield. Played ahead by Ben Yeager.
Whoa.
Whistle and down went Matzel, and that brought a whistle and a foul against Osseo. They get it quickly back into play. Notice Grace tonight on those fouls. They get it right back, Sig.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do. Catch them off guard.
Endelay with a nice takeover near midfield. Has it left side and then has it taken away from him. Ball rolls out. This will be off of Osseo. Off McSherry's throw in. Kick toward the front of the net. Ball came free and went off the foot of Beltman, who's trying to direct it into the net. Couldn't do so. Get a goal kick here for the Osseo Orioles.
See a big difference in the second half with Totino-Grace trying to open things up, use their speed, use their passing. They have 7 shots taken in the second half alone, 4 of those on goal. Compared to the first half where they had 3 shots on goal, 3 total shots and 2 on goal, and those were in the first 2 or 3 minutes. So big change for the Eagles. Smith trying to track it down, and Getsky gets it out quickly, but not out all the way.
Osseo getting it back, or Totino-Grace rather, Lindsay.
Wow, I like Lindsay. He had 3 guys on him and still came out with the ball on his foot.
Takes the pass from Belton,
move.
Spins again. Now Harrow comes deep defensively for Osseo.
Oh, couldn't quite get it off in time to gain the corner, but have some nice ball handling right there, number 10. Luke Lindsay from the Eagles.
Off the goal kick, Endelay. And I'm working ahead. Beltman, and Getchy slides out and gets that ball. Osseo near midfield. Trying to set something up. Broken up by Grace.
Things getting a little bit tense on the field. Some jersey grabbing going on. Endelay in the outside looking for the forward.
Goes off of Bada and out of play. McSherry will throw it in. Endelay down deep and booted high. Man out of play by Medina.
And
nearly onto the Osseo Arena roof.
There's a building across the way. He bounced it off the roof of that.
Chipped right side. Wanting to get there before it goes out of bounds, and good hustle to get to that ball. With Beltman. Couldn't quite force the defender into a corner kick, though, and it'll be a throw in for Osseo.
And for Osseo, number 2, Freddie Stevens.
Frederick Stevens, sophomore, back in for Osseo.
And he comes all the way across the field to do the throw in.
Throw in for the Eagles. They give it right back. Lindsay.
Looking for someone that's open. His best shot has come back. He's got Beltman right there open. And
gets a pass off for Matzel. Freed up by Osseo. Now the Orioles coming back. Ursan Morales. And back defensively to break it up. Parker Yeager. Throw in Osseo. Yeager helping to stop the momentum of that downfield charge by the Orioles. Just under 26 minutes to play here in the second half. 1-0 Totino-Grace. Throw in Totino. Off the head of Stevens. Smith had a foot on it briefly. Stevens gets it back for Osseo. Out to midfield, but right to Parker Yeager. And Yeager loses it. Arson Morales stops. Morales, whistle. They throw in for Totino. Chipped up in the air by Ben Morales. And off of the head of O'Day. Another Osseo throw in.
Stevens again with the throw in. Nice tackle.
Quiddy went down as he was tackled. And then Lindsay goes down on a whistle and a foul on Osseo. Long kick right side. Matzel trying to chase it down. Ben Morales back there first. They'll just let it go out of play. Ball to midfield. Stopped. Kick to the left by Lindsay. Out of play. Osseo throw in. Bottas play in. Taken away by Totino-Grace. Ahead. Can't quite connect to Smith on it. Morales back up out of play. Take away by Totino at midfield. Lindsay ran into one of the Orioles defenders. Chipped ahead. Morales there in front of Smith. Smith able to get the header back. Metzel on to the left side. Endelay's going to try to chase this one down, but can't get there. Osseo unable to generate much, not only in the way of scoring sick, but even sequences of passes.
Right.
And part of that is some players playing out of position, some players injured, I think, and just not as much experience as they had a year ago.
Right, that's what we were talking before the game about the players being in different positions that they're not used to. Because what you want from a mature team is when you pass the ball to where your teammate is going to be, not where that person is at that particular time of the pass. And that takes a lot of practice and games to get that down pat.
Trying to do it here, Quiddy to Mazaquoy.
And another offside. Is that 12 in the game?
I think 11.
11?
From midfield, it's turned back over to Osseo. Ben Morales. Nice little move to avoid Smith. Pass right side. Mazaquoy trying to advance it on that side. Grace breaks that up. Endelay. We're going to get it to Smith. Chased down by Bada. It's out of play. Throw in for Grace. Smith quickly in. Trying to get it to Endelay. And substitutions coming in here for Grace. Let's look at Patrick Hager on the Osseo sideline. Getting some instruction to his guys. Looking to get on the board here. Been held scoreless for nearly 60 minutes so far.
Yeah, and in this half, Osseo's only got one shot taken, and that was not on goal. as you were saying, John, the Totino-Grace really quick on these throw-ins and set plays.
McSherry got the throw in here. At midfield, or advancing toward midfield, Osseo got it right side, left side for Mazakoi. Turned back by Grace and delay. Foul on Osseo, excuse me, on Grace, and get a free kick here for the Orioles. Frederick Stevens will set this one up. Left side, it goes down to Matzel. And too far on that side for anything for Grace. And Getchy runs over to pick it up. Down the Grace end again, McSherry. Ball deflects in the midfield area. High in the air, back by Osseo. A little too high for Gonzalez to play it. Comes back to Ben Morales. Morales dropping it back for Quiddy. There is Quiddy. Some nice maneuvers, get some space for himself. Setting it up right side. Zada trying to get it in front. Instead it goes off of out of play, and there'll be a goal kick for Totino-Grace.
Had the right idea, went down the far side looking for an opportunity for a cross, but then just run off the ball. McHugh with the goal kick.
Got it to midfield. And then back comes Osseo.
They got the numbers up front. And they get a shot off on goal, but not a whole lot on it. Forward with no difficulty getting that one.
Forward will kick it away here. Goes deep. Scoring opportunity. Here's a shot by Vance and just sent it wide. Liam Vance got free. Getchy came out to play him, and he just missed the net on the right side in the empty net. So it remains 1-0 with the goal kick coming here for Osseo. The ball comes back to Luke Lindsay. Lindsay who drives one high, but out of play. Another goal kick for the Orioles.
Osseo again trying to get something moving here because they keep losing possession to Totino-Grace, and the Eagles are more than happy to get an offensive surge going.
Long ball played ahead, deep, and just away in time by Grace. They almost waited too long to play that ball. And as it is, the Orioles will get a throw in here, although back up closer to midfield. Mazakoi will drop it back for Stevens. Head to the right side, Vance for Grace. Whistle and a foul on the Orioles. Free kick Eagles. Ball goes deep on a couple of bounces. Getchy will come up and play it.
Good hustle by the keeper, not giving any opportunities for the Eagles offense. Ben Morales will get to this one for Osseo.
Onto the foot of Stevens. Stevens ahead. Mazakoi now for the Orioles. And that's broken up on a good play by John O'Day. Mazakoi getting it back. Mazakoi still with the ball. Feeds it off left side. Quiddy turning and a save made by Forbort. Probably the best scoring chance for Osseo here in the match tonight.
Absolutely. Moved the ball well. Here you see it again. Then a nice hook, but right into Forbort.
Back at the Orioles' end. Stevens. Left side, but nobody there. It's out of play. Throw in. Totino. O'Day getting it in for Patrick Yeager. A touchback from Matzel to Yeager, left side. McSherry comes into the play. Man missed on his passing attempt up that way, and it'll go back over to Osseo. Again, Maple Grove Osseo here on Thursday night. It's a 7 o'clock start. Totino-Grace home against Andover at 7 on Thursday. Midfield ahead. Right side trying to feed it through to Andele, and Ben Morales back there defensively to play it. A head across midfield, too far for Sully and out of play. Farouk Sully, sophomore, number 9 for Osseo. It's Grace here though that'll put it in play. McSherry's throw in. Off the foot of Dung and chipped back by Osseo across midfield. Mazakoi. And that's turned away by Ben Yeager. Ben Morales back the other way. Now they're headed back to midfield by Totino-Grace. Up in the air off the foot of Matzel. Comes down to Bada.
Just runs out of real estate on the far end. Throw in for Totino-Grace.
Osseo looking for the equalizer here with 12.5 minutes to play in the second half.
Last time down, they got a pretty good sequence of passing.
That's a looking back upfield. Gets it to Andele right side. That's out of play. Couldn't keep his feet and the ball in play. And a throw in for Stevens of Osseo.
Hit for Osseo, number 13, Prince and Terry.
Prince and Terry into the match. I believe for the first time tonight, sig number 13 for Osseo. First time in the second half, at least. Throw in.
Yeah, that's the first time he's been in.
That's off of Osseo. O'Day to throw it in.
Totino-Grace, number 9, Jacob Belton.
Jacob Beltman back in for Osseo, or excuse me, for Totino-Grace. Ball caroms off a couple of players, comes back to Morales. Intercepted there by Lindsay. Lindsay was getting tangled up. Osseo And Christian Harrell thought they had a clean takeaway instead of whistling a foul. And now a free kick in pretty good position here for the Eagles offense. McHugh and Lindsay are right there. Let's see who takes this ball.
They're both pretty good, so we'll see. Should be a direct kick, about 36 yards out.
It'll be McHugh. Trying to get it to Lindsay. Does. Lindsay, left side, chipping it back toward the middle. A lot of traffic there. Chance for Endeley, and he buries it. And it's 2-0 Totino-Grace. All of a sudden, a scoring chance, Sig. Looked like there might be too much traffic in front, but Lindsay able to carry it out front. Endeley knows what to do with it.
No doubt about that one. As soon as he saw it bounce up, he knew he had a good shot at it. You'll see it again. The ball was in the air when he kicked it, and then had a beautiful shot just inside the far post. And now the pressure is really on the Orioles. They need to get a goal quickly so they can get back in the match and then try for the equalizer.
And now we're under 10 minutes to play in the match. Ball across the field was intercepted by Stevens. Endeley trying to work back into the play for Grace. Stevens maintains ball possession. And broken up and sent deep by Lindsay. Stevens getting the inbound. We get a whistle and a foul and a free kick for Osseo. Quiddy will take it. That deep, had it away. It's back to the middle of the field. Broken up and turned away. Here's Endeley getting free.
And he's onside.
Endeley 1-on-2 with the two defenders back there. And he'll break him off and knock the ball just off of his foot. And then Getchy able to clean up and boot it away here for the Orioles. Ball out to midfield. Osseo gets the turnover. Middle of the field, it comes to Harrell. Excuse me, that was Gerson Morales. Out across midfield, returned by Grace and out of play. Stevens on the throw in, got it into Morales. Nice move to get away from Lindsay. And this time can't keep it in play. Grace throw in. Inside of 8 minutes to go in the second half. Ball up in the air off of Vance's foot. Gerson Morales can't quite play it through and turned away by Ben Yeager. Out in front of the benches, far side off of Grace. Throw in by Sully. Morales battling McSherry. On the foot of Quiddy, he'll send one deep but wide.
In for the Eagles, number 19, Michael Pettyjohn.
Michael Pettyjohn back in for Grace.
Osseo needs to pick this one off and then run it back inside and try and get an opportunity. Totino-Grace, of course, is in no hurry to get the ball back and play this time. Here come the Orioles again, the outside to Stevens.
Stevens able to get past the defender, and then coming back nicely, Pettyjohn makes the play on him. And then ultimately a foul on Stevens. Well played by Pettyjohn, able to turn possession back over to his team. Eagles will chip it out to midfield. Pushed ahead by Matzel. And back comes Morales for it, taking a pass. Henley had it for a moment, turned away up toward midfield, comes to Stevens. And header from midfield out across there, and trying to turn it upfield was Beltman. Turning Mamadou. Back out middle of the field, left side, looking to work it to Herson Morales, out of play. Off of Grace, throw in Osseo. With 5 minutes to go, Stevens will handle the throw in.
In for Osseo, number 14, Sam Rubio Aguilar.
Herson Morales turning, puts the ball out in front of the Grace net. Caroms all the way out to near midfield. Orioles regain control, trying to set things up. Right side, a touch pass. Broken up by Grace briefly, then Osseo got it back, and that's when goes deep, turning and clearing it away is Grace. And taken by Lindsay for Totino-Grace. Here's Beltman.
Totino-Grace just a little bit quicker, one step quicker, getting to these 50-50 balls.
Pettyjohn is down deep along with Stevens, and it's
goal kick, Osseo.
Off of TG initially, and it's a goal kick for Osseo. And Terry had almost a scoring chance for Osseo at the other one. You could see he was a little upset. He didn't have his body quite turned the right way to be able to deflect it on net.
Yeah, he was in the middle of a turn when the ball got there, so he didn't get a chance to get into position to make any kind of a deflection. He's a little bit frustrated on that one.
Herson Morales chipping it ahead, and Terry had a foot on it. Now it's back to Morales. Pretty well played defensively by Ben Yeager. But Morales still controlling here as Pettyjohn comes up to pick him up, and then lost it out of bounds. A little too close to the sideline with that footwork, and they gave it back to the Eagles. McHugh for O'Day. Take his time, now turns upfield and boots it away toward midfield to Endeley. Off of him, Ben Morales has it for the Orioles. Good takeaway by Matzel. And here's Endeley. Sliding tackle, took the ball away from him briefly by Harrell, but Grace always seems to have that next wave of players, Sig, at least tonight in this match, that's able to find that loose ball.
Exactly. That's been the play of the entire match. Orioles just not being able to maintain possession. And the Eagles are going in there very aggressively for the takeaways.
We got a throw in for Osseo. Down to 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Not a play, throw in for Totino-Grace.
It's tough to score if you don't have possession. Totino not giving the Orioles a whole lot of possession time. They're, like you're saying, they get in there a little bit faster than the Orioles do.
Eagles with a free kick with 1 minute and 10 seconds to play.
And of course, not in a hurry.
Ball comes to Lindsay. He's got some room out there. He'll boot one from out of ways and is high. He got right choice there to put that shot toward the net. Defender was playing off him a little bit.
Actually, that was a pretty smart play because it takes that much longer for the Orioles side to get the ball back and get the shot away. Here we go.
Morales will be able to put it back across midfield.
Orioles desperate for an opportunity.
Mamadou is really battling for the ball there. Matzel able to play it off to his left and then ahead. In delay, Race stops the ball. And gets it off of the Osseo player and out, but down to the final seconds of the match. And Totino-Grace with 2 second-half goals by sophomore Herbert Endele win this by a final score of 2-0 over Osseo.
Well, we knew Endele was going to be a factor in the game, but it certainly was. With the only goals in the match, making it 2-0. Totino-Grace moving to 5-2 for this season. Another setback for the Orioles. Overall, I think Totino-Grace played a very aggressive game. They played good defense. They were able to move the ball when they wanted to in the second half, and that's what gave them the victory.
And their 4th straight win. Been a good year so far.
Yes, it has.
So Totino-Grace gets the victory, improving in conference play, and Osseo now dropping to 1-5-2 on the season. That'll do it for our telecast of this boys match tonight. Again, you can watch girls soccer, Totino-Grace Osseo online. Go to our website, 12.tv, look for the live stream link, and you can watch that one. But that'll do it for our coverage of tonight's boys match. For Sig Ligre and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Final score again, Totino-Grace 2, Osseo 0.